rise and shine.
What happens if Jerry gets mad?
You want to be in the gang, you have to be cool, like Daddy.
Behold! The head of your precious queen, Furiosa!
Just read all your research on the human brain. We need to meet.
All of my research? I don't fuck with no fairies.
You need to fuck with that one.
Hello and welcome to the Untitled Sci-Fi Show with me, Sweaty Rob, and you, Sweaty Tom.
Yep. Hello. I'm sweating my bollocks off.
It is on the day of recording, Wednesday, June 24th. All you people that lived this with us in the UK. I sound like this because of you know why.
Oh, dear God. We actually evacuated to the cinema today.
Mm.
I just went to Little T and went, should we see Toy Story 5 again? He's like, can we? It's like, yeah, we can. And they've got aircon.
I was working from home and I picked my tea up from school at 2 because I'm doing flexible finishing this week. So from 1:30, everyone's been allowed to come and collect their kids. And then Thursday and Friday, it's actually closing at 12:30. You have no choice but to collect them, which Miranda's going to be doing because I'll be at work. Which
is funny, with Friday being the day it's starting to cool down on.
Yeah, I think they just, teachers are just writing it in, aren't they? But one of the mums I was speaking to out front earlier when all the kids were playing, she makes a good point. Is like, by closing the school, we get it, but also, what about the parents that really, really rely on the kids needing to be at school? Because
absolutely.
Because, like a single parent, like, how are they supposed to deal with that?
See, the difficulty is you could be the side of it that said all jobs in the UK have to give you leave to look after your child.
Well, I think that should be the case, yeah.
Well, that is the case. They have to. I don't know if there is a mandatory amount that they can give before they can say it's unpaid. That's the only thing I don't know.
Yeah, you've got to have a pretty arsehole manager, haven't you? To not be like, yeah, this weather's atrocious. Your kid's school's closed. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's you'd hope most managers are good, but let's face it, the people that are managing those Amazon Prime vans, they probably don't give a shit.
No, absolutely not.
Enter authorization code.
Cool then, other than sweating to death, what have you been up to?
Are we not doing Guess the Intro?
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Guess the intro. Absolutely right. This is what it's doing to me. I'll tell you what, a funny story. I got some painkillers from the pharmacist. I'll have to show you what they are. They got opioids in them.
So they're over the counter. There'll be
over
cocodamol, which is codeine, and paracetamol, probably with caffeine as well. And codeine, if you've never taken it, will make you, well, it depends how affected you are by it. Gem, it makes her go a little bit loony, a little bit she's drunk. Yeah. Whereas some people, it puts them to sleep. My mum takes codeine and she's asleep, and I can take it. And it's like,
Miranda,
when's this working?
Miranda, could you grab the pills out of there for me, please, to show TJ?
And yes, so that makes us sound like we're in a drug den at the moment. Grab that bag of pills.
Yeah, so I took 2 last night. If anything, it did nothing to me. At the top, in the black box. Are they not up there? Well, okay, well, I was definitely in a world earlier then, so I don't know where I've put them. They're not on the side there by the kettle. Oh, no, okay. So, yeah, I took 2 last night. Didn't make me tired, nothing. If anything, I struggled to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I took 2 this morning before taking tea to school. By the time I got back, I was in another world. Did nothing for the pain. Absolutely no effect to the pain. But I was so tired and I felt like my head was spinning all over the place. I was like, and then my neighbour knocked on the door because she got locked out. So I had her around whilst I'm in this daze, and she's like, we needed each other today.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So I haven't had any more. But anyway, what was my point? That's why I think I'm a bit floaty today.
Yeah, well, no, it wouldn't surprise me. And the thing is, it does disappoint me that the pharmacist, if it's what I think it is, they should have just said, you know what, just take ibuprofen.
Oh, I'd taken it for 3 days already.
Fair enough. Yeah. Because what it sounds like, you said it was your neck, and I go, medical hour with TJ. it's going to be muscular nerve based. It's in your neck. You've probably impinged the nerve, irritated the nerve, so it's either neuralgic pain or it's muscular pain. Codeine is no good for muscular pain or neuralgic pain.
It didn't make a difference to me.
It won't do.
Yeah,
you need something that's going to help the muscle kind of release, and something like diclofenac sodium or a really strong non-steroidal anti-inflammatory is what you're looking for. And yeah, that ain't it.
Well, thank you for guess the intro. It's good. This should have been guess the drug.
The medical incident.
Right, okay. You're absolutely right. It's guess the intro. Sorry, everybody. You're going to have to put up with me for the next hour. Ready for the first one?
Yeah.
How do you think you did, by the way?
It was a tough one this week. It was a tough one. There was a couple that I've got to admit I had to play around with the sound because...
Did I not do a very good job?
I think it's the second clip was quite hard to hear over the sound.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I don't think anyone's got all the right answers either. I'm just going to check the classic because people sometimes text it to me. Classic people who text it to me. No. Because I'm not allowed to say the names, am I?
You're not allowed to say the names.
Okay, right. Come on. Get some energy up here, Robert. Here's the first one.
Okay. Who's next?
Easy one, that is. That's an
Classic
easy one.
film.
Yep.
Predator 2.
Absolutely. Nice and easy one. I knew you'd get that.
People don't like it. I love Predator 2.
It's so different. I think that's what it is. It's so different. Well, I really like the actor, though.
I do.
So
he plays it really
yeah.
well. And the whole team does, actually. He has the his little kind of backup group of cops that he's working with that slowly either get taken out or whatever. They're all really good. I just like the premise of the film.
Yeah.
I don't know why it gets so much hate. I know the first one it's just another level. But I like Predator.
Is it another one of those horror turns to action? But even though Predator is kind of action-y.
Well, I would say Predator's an action.
Yeah, I think Predator is more action.
This is more thriller.
Right, next one.
I see you are as predictable in this world as you are in the other.
This was one of the Matrixes.
It is one of the Matrixes.
I really struggled with this. I did cheat by Googling, I've got to work this one out. I knew it wasn't the original one, but you know what? I can never remember the other two. You've got Revolutions and you've got whatever the other one was.
But it's the one that you said.
Oh, so it was
Revolutions.
Fine.
Yeah. So this is when they're in the real world, and the agent bad guy is kind of in the brain of an actual person.
Yes.
And he's got the girl by the neck. I'm terrible with remembering names. We all know. We've all seen it. Everyone on the planet's seen it.
Hugo Weaving?
Hugo Weaving, yeah. Well,
Weaving.
Whatever the woman's called. Anyway, next one.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, David.
That was actually quite an easy one, surprisingly, and I'm not a fan of the film. It's AI, artificial intelligence.
It is, yeah.
I think it's a bit long-winded, overblown, and preachy.
I don't remember liking it when I watched it originally because I've only ever seen it once and I remember very little.
I feel it was very much one of the lesser enjoyed of Steven Spielberg's films, and almost felt like a tech demo. A little bit of it, and that's just my opinion of it. Don't get me wrong, I haven't seen it many times because I didn't like it, but I felt something absolutely beautifully done, especially in comparison to what we're getting thrown out by Disney at the moment. But it felt more style over substance.
Yeah, I agree. Next.
No! My face! Give me back my face!
And this is a great film that I need to watch again.
Now, that threw me when you first sent this. I was like, "Is this Face Off? Is that Nicolas Cage?" No, it's Rorschach in Watchmen, isn't it?
Rorschach,
sorry.
Watchmen. Yeah, what a great film. So it's people who don't know, basically it's a superhero film essentially, but it's very cool. And Rorschach is like this. He's got a lot of kind of issues, and he's kind of a detective, and he wears this weird ink mask. It's like a burlap sack, but the face of it's like ink, and it moves and changes. It looks like one of those, like a Rorschach test.
Well, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
It's a Rorschach test. I was trying to work out.
It changes.
So what you see, and it's his emotion. It depends on what you then can interpret from his face.
He's a bit like Punisher in that he will kill the bad guys, which is why the police are always after him specifically, because he actually kills the bad guys.
Yeah, which is a good thing to do.
Right, next one.
So listen, I was wondering if I could ride you home. Give you a ride home in my car to your house.
So that was Transformers. I'm guessing it's the first Transformers.
The first one. Shia LaBeouf chatting away to
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Sweaty Megan Fox.
You know what? They're enjoyable films. They're typical Michael Bay, stick in lots and lots of lens flare. But this is what we've talked about so many times, and what we just said about AI. We've had this devolution of CGI in films. Because the Transformers films, God, they're glorious.
So I remember talking an interview for the Transformers film. Firstly, it's a brilliant film. It's just a good film. All of the mechanics that you see moving and changing, they do actually work in how they are moving parts around. Then they do allow clipping. I think I remember them saying there's certain parts of allow clipping just because it looks better. But when you see all the cogs and stuff, they are all interacting and doing the movements that should be to make those pieces of the car or whatever move, which I always thought was a really neat thing. But yeah, that's great. First Transformers movie is a great movie. Everyone loves it.
To be fair,
if you say that you don't, you're lying.
I've watched the vast majority of them now, and they do drop to a bit of guff.
The quality declines.
But actually, if you're just looking for a fun action film, especially watching Anthony Hopkins swearing, it's just that they can be quite fun action films. I still can't believe they got Anthony Hopkins involved in it. It's Transformers: The Last Night, if you're interested. He plays a rather eccentric old man who's got a transformer that's human size, which is also incredibly rude and sarcastic. So it's actually quite good fun.
Pretty sure I saw that one in a cinema. Next one.
Frank. We have to go. Go fucking where?
Okay, so
did you chop that one up a little bit?
Yeah, it's a really long clip.
Yeah, it is. 28 Days Later.
Yes, of course it is.
The original, and I might not necessarily say the best of the series.
Well, I haven't seen Bone Temple yet.
Yeah, having seen these two new ones, I actually have a bit of a preference for the two new ones over the original. The original was very clever. The original was dark, disturbing, really made you think. There's something about these new two that I don't know that just clinches it. It's not a giant gap. They are very close in quality, but they're all definitely better than 28 Weeks Later.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done. Welcome to the Winners' Lounge. Just to us. We've got aircon, so you'll be happy. Aircon and hookers. Okay, now we're allowed to talk about what you've been up to. So what you've been up to, buddy old pal?
Other than burning to death, right, I've got a few things actually. So I don't think we should talk about GTA 6 because I know our group chat's been talking about it, and I think that's annoyed everyone.
You know what? I'll say something about it quickly. I don't have a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Nope.
And they're saying that it's only going to run well on that. So that's me out already. I'll wait for the computer version. I am not paying £100. I didn't pay that for Crimson Desert. I paid £70 for that. And I was very lucky that I loved that game and got 170 hours out of it. I won't get that out of GTA. I know I won't.
No.
I've never completed GTA 5. Whilst I played it a lot and I do enjoy playing them, I haven't enjoyed them since the original Vice City. Not in the same way, because I didn't even like San Andreas as much as I liked Vice City.
No, in fact, I've forgotten about Vice City. You know, you're right. There's 5 Grand Theft Auto games I like. 1, 2, 3, Vice City, and in fact, what was the Vice City was the 60s inspired one, wasn't it?
And then San Andreas was next.
Yeah. And I called it Liberty. No, when I said Liberty City, I meant Vice City.
Yeah.
So it's only 4. Those 4. I didn't even like San Andreas because that's when they started getting into this whole mechanics of you need to make sure you eat, you sleep, you do your exercise.
I didn't mind all of that, but to be honest, I mean, I completed it because I completed games back then. But I would say I put a lot more time to Vice City. I would just drive around Vice City. San Andreas, I was going mission to mission. I wasn't just having fun in it. Vice City, I was in there.
3 and Vice City had soundtracks that we both thoroughly enjoyed, which made the game even more enjoyable just to do the driving and I need an hour of just murdering because you tune the radio in and you just go off.
But also they're the kind I like. I like that kind of Miami style old school cop stuff, and like you're saying, the music. And GTA 3, the more classic gangster mafia Italian mob kind of stuff. I love all that. San Andreas, America. I say this all the time. I'm really sorry. I was listening to some of our old stuff recently, and I say American like that all the time. I do not mean to do that. I am very sorry that I speak about you like that. I'm not meaning anything by it. I'm just meaning you all know what I mean. The Americanized way of things, how they're different, and that kind of ghetto stuff and the rap, that kind of aesthetic and genre I'm not into. So when San Andreas is that, I wasn't so into it. But I played it and completed it, but Vice City, loved Vice City.
Yeah, but as I say, okay, maybe San Andreas, I enjoyed playing it, but it isn't one of my favorites. But then we got to 4, and it was 4 that was your cousin's girlfriend wants to, and it's
dude.
like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I've killed her 17 times. Why does she keep coming back alive?
So I never completed that. I typically will play GTA, go away, and then start it again. I won't start that again because I don't want to have to go through those tutorials of going bowling, taking on dates, doing darts, my cousin calling me every 5 minutes on there. And, there's 100 pigeons to shoot in that. I found 2. And I looked for the bloody things. I found 2. Yeah,
but then again, that's the same as GTA 5 and the plant you've got to find. I've forgotten what it's called now. There's a plant, there's the
collectibles in that too?
There's a collectible in GTA 5 that if you collect it gives you secret missions. Peyote.
You know what they had in 3? Cocaine. Bags of heroin and cocaine.
That was it.
So much better.
It was peyote, I think, or something like that. And one of them you get and you literally do a mission as a dog.
Oh. Oh, no, yeah. No, I knew. Yeah, you play a mission of a dog. Yeah. I've done that one. Everyone does that one. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's just separate. But no, there's collectibles. Anyway, so 6 has announced, this we weren't going to talk about very, very quickly. They've announced that, or it's been told that the physical copy is not going to have a disc. Then it's not physical.
Mm-hmm. Just a box.
There's modern Blu-ray discs that can hold up to 129 gigs. With compression, okay, 2 or 3 discs. I'd still want the discs. Sorry, I want the discs. This is just...
I want the discs.
I'm going to put my foil hat on. This is just, we want to license this and then stop you from playing it when we don't make any money out of it anymore. Yeah. They realised they screwed up with GTA 5 with how popular GTA 5 was, especially in the pre-owned market. They realised, well, now we're not going to make any money out of it. So online became their kind of, let's make money out of that. And they've done well out of that. However, it's incredibly toxic. It's horrible. I hate the online. I haven't played it in...
It's full of hackers.
Haven't played it in 2 or 3 years now. So they've basically gone, well, how can we make money off 6? Well, we just won't have pre-owned. It's gone. No disc, no pre-owned. That's it, isn't it?
Watch that game get pirated to hell on PC.
Well, there are other rumours. And these I can't confirm, but they really wouldn't surprise me. Online only.
Mm-hmm.
Requires Face ID to register and start playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the toxicity and issues going on at the moment. And there's going to be a traffic light system of if you continually are toxic, then you'll eventually just get banned and the game will be...
Well, look, I'm going to be honest, that kind of stuff, I ain't got a problem with. I'm not toxic in games. I hate toxic people. But if you think I'm giving my fucking face to Rockstar, no.
Well, it's not even Rockstar. They even said the screenshots that have been shared, whether they're real or not, will be processed by our third-party data processor.
That's even worse.
And unfortunately, that actually lends credibility to it because most people would go, right, well, how we're going to mock something, data processing will be done by Rockstar, blah, blah, blah. It just, there's something about it that doesn't... Anyway, let's not get angry about it because we already have.
I am angry already. You've made me
But
angry.
the point is, the reason that it's made me angry is because me and T have been playing 2 Lego games that we bought on disc from CEX for a grand total of £6 in total.
Mm-hmm.
We bought Lego Worlds for £4,
Mm-hmm.
and we bought Lego City for £2.
That for £2. Lego City Undercover.
Lego City Undercover,
For
sorry.
£2,
Undercover.
what a steal.
£25 on... No, sorry, that's the one that's £40 on digital at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And Lego Worlds is £25. Interestingly, I don't think the servers are switched on for it anymore. So we've been doing that. Lego Worlds is basically Minecraft, but Lego. Seriously complicated, though. Neither of us could work out what we were doing. So he said, can we go back and play the police game, please, Daddy? So then we went and played Lego City Undercover, which the easy way to say it is kid-friendly Grand Theft Auto.
It's so fun.
It's really
so
good.
fun. I never look at the Lego games because I used to be annoyed by the cameras in them. Most of them annoying.
Yeah.
And you said that, and I was like, oh, okay, well, it
Do you
sounds
see
like
what I'm-
good.
The only thing I've got is it's quite a slow camera on the right thumbstick.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily always go the right way or as far as you feel like it should if you were in a proper third-person game like Tomb Raider or something like that. But once you realise, actually, you do only need to use the directions.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's on the PlayStation Plus, was how I've been playing it with my T. And we had a great time. I mean, he's playing Goat Game again, but...
You see, T's pretty taken with this. And the fact that we can do, well, the best way to sofa multiplayer on it, it's split screen. How many games have got that now?
Yeah. Well, after I was saying I'm never buying a downloadable content for Goat Sim ever again, we did download the Badlands one, which is a whole map. Whole new map. Whereas the other one I brought wasn't.
Yeah, and so I didn't get the Badlands one. That's their Mickey take of
Fallout and Mad Max.
Fallout.
Yeah.
And then you
got the superhero one, the Marvel one.
No. So yeah, we got the superhero pack like you did, and that was
no. I didn't get the superhero pack. I got the Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, sorry.
pack.
Yeah, we got the superhero one, which is just pants, but we also got the Universal Madness or whatever it was called, the other downloadable, and that's a completely different map. And that's pretty good because there's Half-Life. Well, as I told you, the very beginning intro to that is a piss take of the Half-Life train. So you're on the train in Half-Life and everything's just going wrong.
Yeah. This one is a piss take of Fallout and Mad Max.
Okay.
So it starts like Mad Max.
Is it any good?
You can call in a motorbike whenever you like, which is fun. So he's just loving that. And you've unlocked loads of characters already.
I guess the problem is it's just Goat Game 3, just
it's
with
$11.99.
a skin on it. So
yeah, it's $11.99. It meant that I didn't feel bored because it was something new, because I'm really bored of Goat Game.
Yeah, snap. And that's why I did my ones. Anyway, but that's why I thought I'll let him pick up Lego City Undercover because maybe he'll be able to do this. Now he can do Goat Game, you see, and he can move his character around in that. He should be able to do this, and he can. And we've had lots of fun with that one. And there's things like wonderful bit. We were on the beach and we've Daddy, look, that sign says there's sharks. I'm sure there's not. So I swam out past it. Literally 30 seconds later, a giant Lego shark eats you.
Love it.
It's like, oh, there is a shark then.
Love it.
So no, there's been that. On the PS5, I've downloaded from the membership side of things, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, the remastered version that's on there.
Okay. I loved that on the N64.
Yeah, I really love the original. I'm playing this it's some weird remaster of it. It's not quite the original, but it's
just upscaled to HD textures.
I don't know. I think there's a bit more. There was Episode 1 Racer, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And I think there was another one after that, and I think this is an amalgamation of the two.
Okay, Episode 1 Racer is the one that I like.
Yeah, and I remember playing that in the arcade.
Oh, the arcade,
the full
is
arcade
so
cabinet
good
because you
with
got
both the stick.
Yeah, you got both accelerators and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That was top tier cabinet.
No, peak.
Oh, peak was it? Okay, gotcha.
We've got to make sure that Kay understands.
SEO, got to add hashtag peak into the description so people find us now. So I've been playing a bit of that, and the thing is I've won every race so far, and it's not even been hard. And it's like this used to be harder. So I'm either doing something wrong and it's like set to the easiest of easiest, or they've ballsed up something.
I remember it stepping up in difficulty. The original one.
Yeah.
64. I remember it definitely stepping up into.
You see,
know,
I didn't have it on 64. I had it on Dreamcast.
you know they're making a new one.
Yeah, and literally before I came over,
There's a
Star
video
Wars
on IGN.
Racer Galactic or Galactic Racer.
There's a video out today that I haven't watched yet, which I want to watch.
I would love you to watch it before we do your talk about, because I think you're going to look at it and go, all these textures look just like Unreal Engine 5 in that game that you did on YouTube the other day. That I said, oh, the textures look amazing.
Oh, Fate Keeper, whatever it's called.
It's like AI. When people say, oh, do you like this artwork I made? You can instantly tell when GPT or something's created that artwork. Unreal Engine 5 and the texture packs, there's something going on there as well, because you know what?
Yeah.
You'll look at it and you'll go, this looks really familiar.
Well, that's what a lot of people don't like Unreal because it has a look. Well, do you remember back in the day, people used to say that about Gears of War and Battlefield had a piss filter.
Yeah.
Because they were all on a very similar engine back then. And
I loved the
Battlefield
original.
had its Frostbite engine, but they were all on this similar kind of thing.
Yeah.
This piss filter.
You know what?
Called.
Gears of War was a fucking great multi.
But they've got the new one coming out, haven't they?
I haven't ever played. I've never even completed the first
It's
one.
like a prequel.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the name they call when all the monsters emerge out of the ground, that is what the game's called, and that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll look at it, obviously, but I do want to have a go at playing the original again and actually complete it, because the original looks glorious.
2-player co-op.
Even back then, it looked glorious.
2-player co-op.
Yeah, go on.
That's how I completed it the first time with 2-player co-op.
There's a lot of games we completed in co-op. Left 4 Dead 2. None of us would have completed that game with the gnome and anything else. Without
the
those
gnome's Half-Life 2. We went through this before. Oh, no, there is also one in Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah.
In the fairground. And you end up at the
life would have
shopping
been
centre.
a lot easier if we didn't play with Mark.
Right, everyone, there's a witch over here. 3, 2, 1. Mark, where are you?
I'm fighting the witch, obviously.
No, Mark's on the floor, and we'll find him in the cupboard later.
Yeah. I love that game.
Honestly, I would love to properly play it again. And last time we played it was before we even did the podcast, the 3 Dads 1 podcast.
Yeah.
Probably should do some retro gaming evening at one point. Can't be a LAN party, sadly, but we'll work something out. Anyway, so yeah, episode 1 Racer, great fun. Looking forward to the new one. As long as it's not stupid amounts of money, anyway. And then on to things I've been watching. Jackass 4.5 is on Netflix. Now, Jackass 4 was brilliant. I remember seeing that at the cinema when someone said, oh, there's a Jackass film out. Went and saw it. The fact that the opening scene, and you know how they do their stupid opening, was the city being attacked by giant penises and giant globules coming and everything. So watching the 4.5, any of the Jackass 0.5 films are basically the film with extra bits added on that weren't there. And it's basically a documentary of them making the film. It's so good.
Yeah.
Because you see a side of all the people that you see injuring themselves that you don't normally see. And it's actually, some of it's quite sweet. Some of it's very weird.
I think Johnny Knoxville is just nuts.
I really love him.
He's nuts all the time.
He is. And finally, he's actually quite a good actor now.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of things I've seen him. It's like, oh shit, that's Johnny Knoxville. Oh, he's actually quite good. So, right, Jackass 4.5, obviously, because next week Jackass 5 is out. So, one another cinema trip for that. Toy Story 5, we saw at the cinema. I've seen it now twice. It's just fucking brilliant. We'll talk about that in a moment. You know what me and T have started watching together?
Go on.
The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey, good one.
And once I've got him through series 1 and 2 of that, we're going to start X-Men 97.
Nice.
Because why the hell not?
Yeah, I want to get Teens there, but he doesn't want to watch it yet.
Doesn't he?
I was like, I'm saving to watch this with you. Hurry
I
up.
want the original. I want him to watch the original X-Men stuff
I think
with me. Because
it's
those,
a 12.
What,
by
the
way.
cartoons?
97.
Is that the original cartoon?
97's the new one.
Oh, no, I want him to watch the original
I
X-Men
think it's
cartoon. The
12.
one that we used to watch on Live and Kicking on a Saturday.
Yeah.
That's what I want him to watch with him. I want to watch the original Spider-Man cartoon with him as well. As I've got to say, I know both of us are the same actually on this one. So many kids at nursery. Well, yeah, I've seen Avengers.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I know.
Well, we've talked about it before, and it's just like, there's so much Marvel stuff. If you want to show your kid Marvel stuff, just show them the stuff we grew up with, because it's clean, it's safe.
Yeah. The one I'm closest to at the moment is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Is as close as I'm getting. I've let him watch a couple of clips on my phone that I've watched before, and it's I don't want to name names, but all the kids he hangs out with have seen every single Marvel film, but they've got older siblings.
Yeah,
so
but that shouldn't matter.
But that's just the way it is. You can't manage other kids. You can't manage other parents.
I grew up with two older brothers. If they went off to go and watch a 15 or an 18, I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
They watched a 12 film when I was 8. I wasn't allowed to.
Mm.
It's just the way it goes. You tell the younger child, I'm sorry, but when you're that age, you will be able to.
Yeah, my opinion is certainly the Avengers stuff, they're not old enough.
No, not a chance.
Yeah.
It's rude. It's violent. I love those films. And I'm not a prude on any case, but when you're still struggling to tell children of like the ages of 3, 4, 5, and 6 that you don't brain each other in the playground because you think it's funny, showing them films that are then going to have them running around going, look, I'm Iron Man, smashing
Well, they're
face.
literal heroes doing just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a tough sell.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's it.
What have I been doing, I hear you ask?
I do ask, what have you been doing?
I have not been watching any television. So other than football, way, lads. So I've watched some football, depressing. So that's that over with. I've been playing random games still, making my way through different things. Steam Next Fest has been on, so there's loads of demos out. I've had streams, like you mentioned Fate Keeper was one I played a little bit of. There's been quite a few. Currently, I'm playing Total War Warhammer 3. And I'm actually doing a series on Tom and Rob in the studio on YouTube. As of this episode coming out, 2 of the parts will already be out.
Yeah.
So this comes out on Monday. So tomorrow, which would be the 30th of June, part 3 comes out. And then on the Friday, which is the 3rd of July, part 4 comes out. So I've got there's about 3 or 4 days between each episode. I'm going through the tutorial because whilst somehow I have access to all 3 of the Warhammer Total War games, I don't know if I've ever played them. I don't know if they're yours or Mark's because we share a Steam library, but I think they might be mine. And I must have got them on some group deal and never played them.
Did I get them when it might have been a Humble Bundle?
Well, I mean, I'm playing it somehow.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I've never played Total War games before. So I am doing the tutorial on easy.
They used to be very highly rated.
Yeah, this is really high. I did do a little Google search and I found a Reddit post of someone asking the exact same question as me: is which one should I actually play first? And everyone says just play the third one because it has all the factions of the other 2, basically. So I'm doing that, and I'm useless. When I did the recording for episode 3 and 4, I had to start again after 20 minutes. Because my save file was bugged.
Ooh.
And I couldn't. I encourage everyone to go watch episode 1 for the first 20 minutes of episode 1, where I can't even move the character in the tutorial. The very first thing it asks me to do in the tutorial, I can't do because I haven't read what I'm supposed to do properly.
Right.
And I had to click a button on the side. You have to click where the tutorial tells you to click. Right. So when I reloaded to do the next load of sessions, it wouldn't proc the tutorial messages. So I suddenly had a new character on the screen. I was like, okay, that's great. What do I do? Could not do anything. And I was already recording, and I'm recording 20 minutes. So now I pulled up a YouTuber who was doing a tutorial of the tutorial. And he was getting all of these
same
messages
issues
pop up.
Oh.
Telling him to do so. I was like, why haven't I got this? So I had to roll back. So what you'll see in episode 3 when it comes out, the day after this, I talk about how I've had to roll it back. Luckily, only a turn because it auto saves every turn and overrides. So you get 4 or 5 turns you can drop back. And by doing that, it then fixed whatever the bug was to then make the tutorial start giving me the notifications and let me go through.
So am I to take it then that this is a turn-based rather than real-time?
No. So it's both. So there's a overworld where the story elements happen and you go and take cities, engage in battles, like initiate the battles. People might run away. You can auto battle if you want. I don't see the point. The whole game is a war game. Surely you want to do the battle.
You'd hope so.
I initiated one auto one because I wanted to see what it would do, and it literally just tells you whether you're going to win or not. Well, where's the fun in that? And so you go around here and you level up your cities, you get growth, you get like currency or whatever, and then you end your turn just like you were playing Civ or something.
Yeah,
but it's not hex grid; it's just a world. And then it'll be the enemy's turn, blah blah blah. And then when you meet up, it kind of shows you all your troops that you have or haven't, in my case, as I didn't do it on one turn, replenished, and it shows the enemy's troops, gives you an idea of what likelihood you are to win, and it drops you into a battle. And if you've seen any of the Total War games, which I've now had a look around and had a look at, they're all the same. You've got this massive battlefield, all your troops there. You have like a starting area where you can position them, formations, group them up, make the archers sit behind other people, and you got your mounted troops, you got your pikes, the kind of standard stuff that you'd imagine if you're playing like a Roman game. So no,
like something like Rome Total War.
Yeah.
Or...
I've seen videos of that. It's basically that. I mean, I'm sure do you remember that old TV show where they had battles? The Odd Trots will know.
Odd Trots will know. He'll
and
know.
I'm sure they use Total War as the game in that.
Probably.
So, John, let us know in the chat if you ever. I don't think you listen to the Sci-Fi Show, so I'll just have to message it to you. I've completely lost track. Yeah, and I'm finding that whilst my tactics seem to be okay at the start, it does quite quickly turn into mayhem.
Yeah.
Because you can't obviously control the enemies doing it. That's the whole point. I'm playing on easy. It's too easy. I have had a couple of battles where I was a bit like, oh, actually, this is a bit rough. But they were all my tactics that were the issue. And my still getting used to the buttons and positioning of people. And I'm realizing that cavalry don't just have to charge. Cavalry can be used to drag enemies away to different zones and break up their formation. So you kind of just tease the nipples of the enemy and just run your cavalry just past them to drag some of the troops away. And, realizing, okay, I need to deal with their ranged enemies quick. I need to, send my horses round to bombard their ranged troops while they're not protected. That's the kind of the little bits of tactics I think I need to get used to. But it's great because it's Warhammer. Warhammer stuff is wicked.
Yeah, what I've always been intrigued about is that they release these kind of games, and I know they've done Warhammer 40k versions.
No, the Warhammer 40k version of Total War isn't out yet.
No, but they have done
other things.
They have done real time strategy
Yes,
and turn based
absolutely,
versions of those games, just not Total War.
Mm.
I just don't understand why they don't, unless they have, follow the basically. We have a tabletop game, so why don't we just digitize the tabletop? I know it's because they don't want to take... People would never stop buying the figurines. I don't think having a tabletop game as the actual video game would take away anything from them. But I'm surprised they haven't gone for that route of, right, there's your starting bit. You can only move this number of squares, and it's properly turn-based.
Well,
and the
they
dice
kind
mechanic.
of do. Tabletop Simulator has got a Warhammer bit on it.
Oh, has it?
And
okay.
It sounds like it's very convoluted and difficult.
Which is
probably
very much what Warhammer 40k and Warhammer is.
I've only ever actually played the physical game once with Mark because he used to collect them. I used to just get the figures because I liked them.
I got them to paint them.
I never painted them. I used to just like building them and then making my little dioramas with it, and that was my fun.
Yeah.
I remember completely clearing off the desk in my bedroom and had a whole big diorama of all the figures and stuff, just in constant battle with each other.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. Other games outside of that, I'm catching up with Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, which is the second of the remakes. I didn't realise when I was speaking to James about it a lot from A to Z, James.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've got to get back into it. I stopped playing it. And it wasn't that long ago. It was like over a year ago, like 16 months ago. I think I figured out how the last time I played it. Man, it's been tough figuring out what the hell I was doing when I was doing it last time. Instantly remembered all the buttons and got back into it. But I don't remember the moves. I don't remember what I was doing with the materia. I don't remember what my ideas were on my armor and stuff. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. Just games, really.
It's funny talking about Final Fantasy VII. So you've started seeing the videos every now and then by Kid Icarus, haven't you?
Which ones specifically?
Well, no, it's not. It's in the creator, and he's done a video I watched last night, probably for the second or third time now, that he does on PlayStation demo discs. And they were such a thing, such an amazing thing. Get a magazine, get home, put it in your PlayStation,
or some upstairs,
and actually decently playable demos. And that gave you a real idea of, okay, well, I can't afford a game, but I've got these. This will be like a month's worth of playing, like the Grand Theft Auto demo I talked about in the blog post. A 10-minute demo of the first game. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he was going on, one of the demo discs had something Final Fantasy VII on, and he pointed out that it basically ruins the story of Final Fantasy VII, the demo, because it gives away a huge key plot point. I don't know what the plot point is. I've never played it.
It'd be the Aerith plot point.
But it basically, the demo ruins that plot point.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Before the game is even out.
That's like end of disc 1 or end of disc 2 kind of mic drop. Yeah, to be on the demo disc, that's a bit gross.
Oh, wait, hang on. Are you talking a AAA game that came with more than one disc?
4 discs.
Oh, GTA 6. Are you listening?
Yeah, that's why they go with none, because Final Fantasy took them all. They've run out of discs.
Bring back black discs and those awesome bluey purple discs. That's all I want.
Wasn't there a reason for those?
They were just different. One was, so the bluey, they were the PlayStation 2, but in the original PlayStation was just a choice, I think, because I used to buy, they were more money, which was dumb of me, but I used to buy whatever, it must have been Maxell, I think, did CDRs that were black.
Well, there is a thing, because some of them over time they've started to go see-through, and when you put them in the consoles,
they can't be.
They don't. So people do Sharpie on the back, so then the IR lenses can see the.
Well, that was always one of the problems as well. Whenever you are, yes, I was right. It was Maxell. When you are pirating games, not that we condone that, obviously. Oh no, that was terrible to do.
Yeah, that's what a naughty thing to do.
You could do better pirating with higher quality discs. So if you got something like an animation disc that used to have that kind of textured side that you could write on, and it was very clearly different.
Yeah,
they would work almost every time. But if you bought that giant stack of 50 CDRs from Staples that look the same both sides, they're the ones that wouldn't work, because you could hold them up and you could see through them.
Yeah.
And most consoles never like those.
Yeah. That's it, really. Just games. I haven't been watching anything. Sorry, everybody. House of Dragon started again, so I'm going to watch that.
No, fair enough.
That's it. Right, really quick one. We went, both of us separately. We both went Father's Day, didn't we?
We did go Father's Day. It was my Father's Day treat, which
was mine too.
Genuinely, I appreciated, because
I was happy with it.
Toy Story is just one of those franchises that it's been around since I was a kid. 94, I think it was 94, 95. Mum took me to see it at the Odeon. We then saw it at the Auburn Arena when the Auburn Arena used to do the occasional screening of something. It melted. I loved that first film. I remember seeing the adverts for it when ITV on a Saturday did that. It used to be midday. It used to be at 12 o'clock, the movie hour or something. And they'd have it was just a movie review show. And I remember they had when Armageddon came out, it was a 15-minute how they made Armageddon, showing all these effects. And that made me want to go and see Armageddon. I remember watching them talking about, Toy Story's coming out. It's the first CGI full-length film. Oh, it took my heart then, and it still does. The first film melts me still. I love it. And watching all of them, as much as I've got my favourites, they're just all brilliant. And this one, I was genuinely concerned about. Did you go into it thinking, oh God, should they be doing this?
Into it with no expectations whatsoever. I had a great time.
I did. And that little doubting voice shut up immediately. As soon as I'd got all of the spoiler warning, people turning up on the beach running around, and then suddenly that whole beginning scene.
Yeah, we are going to be very loose with details here. Sorry, I should say tight with detail. We're not going to tell any real details.
Yeah.
I want to say it's obvious the film, because if you've watched the trailer, it's about technology and how technology is changing the way that children act with toys.
Yes.
That is the plot. Everyone knows that is in every trailer. They did that brilliantly. They portrayed all of anyone who's got a kid who has a screen time at any point in time.
We'll recognise it.
We recognise that zombie disconnected
disassociation.
Yeah, that's exactly the word I wanted. Thank you. They fucking nailed that. And it makes you almost shiver how good it was. And there was somebody in the cinema which really did not understand the point of it, because they were constantly looking at the phone all the way through.
Correct.
And I found that it didn't ruin the experience for me, but I could just every now and again I'll glance over and go, oh, they got the phone out again. You're missing the point of this, aren't you? You know, you've got your little kid next to you.
The really important thing here is there's a lot of people who are putting up, oh, this is just going to be technology bashing. People need to move forward and whatever else. But that's exactly what the film does. It doesn't bash it at all.
No.
It puts a little bit of fear into you, but then it shows that actually with regulation, with actual parenting, letting them actually play, technology absolutely has a place.
Yes.
And it can work in conjunction as long as it's well monitored and you look after your child and you do the right things. And they get that point absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely blew me away. So many lovely jokes in it. Still not sure. There's a scene where, again, it's not a spoiler because I'm not going to tell you what the character is. You'll find out who Smarty Pants is. But when Smarty Pants is a spy and he says what his name is, I'm pretty sure he's saying his name is Shat.
No, that's voiced by Conan O'Brien.
It is Conan O'Brien.
It's funny because when they do the play scenes now, they change the art style, which is really nice. They never did that in any other films.
It's a new art style, and that's what they are aiming for. And remind me when we stop on this to show you the trailer for Gato.
Okay.
Which is their next big project they're working on, and it's purely in that art style, and it's beautiful.
Because whereas the other ones, they just have the toys acting out to play. This one, it kind of goes into, if anyone's ever played a Kami and all that kind of painted world, kind of goes like that, and then you see them all acting out, and it's really nice. But my point is, YP, whatever his name is, he gets a Conan quiff during that scene, and I'm like, oh, he looks like Conan. And I didn't connect until the credits. Like, it was Conan O'Brien.
Again, just so many lovely, lovely little bits to that. All the originals. That Forky is still such a character that you just suddenly realise. I know you were like the main focal point of the fourth film, but you were the side character. But you were so good. And then
Knifey is funny.
Knifey is just, what's her name? Karen.
Oh God, yeah.
I can't think what. I
can't remember.
And there's just that one bit where they're in the box. It's like, no, not donuts, guys. I love her, but I just don't know how hard this is going to be.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking to say. He makes a quip that they all make about him when in number 4, and he's now making about wifey knifey. Anyway, that's enough. No more saying about it. We both loved it.
Absolutely.
If you get a chance to see it, go see it. Even without kids, go see it. I saw it really early in the morning. I saw the 9 o'clock one. There was not very many people in there.
Nope.
So if you're worried about seeing it and all the kids are going to be making noises and stuff, go early or go late.
Yeah, well,
go when it's not the time the kids are going to go.
My T's 4. He normally talks through a film asking questions. He was glued, just gone.
Yeah,
staring at it.
No,
and I think all the kids were.
Yeah, it's
captivating. Really, really good. You know what? Very quickly, can you tell me in the order what your favourites are?
I really liked it. No, the thing is, I don't want to put number 5 first because I might be. It's that thing where you've just seen it. It's got a name, hasn't it? You've just seen it. I don't want to bias that. I'm going to go 1, 5, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you see, I'm going to go 1. Oh, it's difficult actually. I think you're right. 1, 5, 2, 4, 3. I didn't like 3.
No.
I thought it was a little too dark. The near death scene in the incinerator. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch it, but I saw that at the IMAX, funny enough, with an old group of our friends. I don't know why we saw it at the IMAX, but maybe I need to rewatch it. But I rewatched 4 before we went to 5, and I didn't realise how good 4 was. Having gone back and rewatched it.
4 is good.
Oh, it's very good.
I think they're all good.
Oh, they are.
You know, me putting 4 last doesn't mean it's worse. It just means how good all the others are.
I'm just not sure I want them to do any more.
I think they should leave it. I don't think they should have done 4.
But I've kind of said that after each of them. I don't think you should do any more.
Mm.
And then they have, and I've been like, oh, but it was so good.
Yeah. I don't know where they can go from here. Space.
The final frontier.
Accessing library computer data.
2013's the year of my marriage, Snowpiercer.
By Bong Joon-ho.
So, I've never seen this before. I was really interested in seeing it. It went down a little bit of an IMDb hole. So Chris Evans had already starred in Captain America at this point. This is like the year later after Captain America came out, I think.
Yes.
So, you know, he's already on this. Well, plus he'd already been Flame On Man in the original.
Oh, Fantastic Four, yeah.
But, you know, he's suddenly a big deal. Loads of actors in this. Loads of regional English accents, which I liked, but I didn't like that he didn't have one.
Okay.
Which Miranda made the same comment as well, actually. She didn't like that.
Jem made a really good
like
point.
it.
Okay? And
Yeah.
we're going to go straight into it.
Yeah, go for it.
His best friend, who's his best friend called again? I can't.
Billy Elliot,
Billy Elliot, yes.
who's a wicked actor and should be in way more stuff.
Absolutely, he should. He was Edgar.
Mhm.
So, spoilers, by the way, but
there's gonna be
we
loads
are
of spoilers
talking
in
about
this.
the film. So,
Yeah.
you, if you haven't watched it, pause, watch it, come back. Spoilers.
Mm.
Edgar was born.
Yeah.
Edgar has a thick Irish accent.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Where do you get your accent from?
Yeah, from your surroundings, yeah.
You get your surroundings. No, not just your surroundings. Typically, your parents.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? His father was dead. What happened to his mother?
Yes, we learn near the end of the film his mother was killed, yes.
No. She was gobbled. She was roasted and cooked.
Did they actually eat her?
They were cannibalizing everything.
Yeah, I didn't know if they ate.
They basically want. So one of the worst lines that gave
He was the
biggest,
baby. He was the baby that was going to get eaten.
Yeah.
Edgar was the baby that was going to
But
get
they
eaten.
were already saying that they'd already been eating the adults, and then they realized, and this is the most chilling words, I hate myself for knowing that babies taste best.
Oh, dude, yeah. That threw me, yeah.
A horrible line. But basically, they have this entire bit where they're saying, well, we started eating people, and then we basically started eating the babies. Basically,
that's a revelation for the end of the film. That is the end of the film revelation.
But the dad's dead, the mum's dead, he's the baby. Why has he got an Irish accent?
I feel like we need to do a fact check on that because Edgar, it turns out at the end of the film, Captain America, Chris Evans, he was one of the bad guys that was going to eat Edgar when Edgar was a baby.
Well,
but the reason they didn't is because Dragon from Merlin,
John Hurt, Gilliam,
was offered his arm, cut his arm off and offered to them so they could eat that instead. And then that's how all the really old guys that you see in the film all are missing a leg or missing an arm because they removed theirs so the younger lads wouldn't keep going around killing everyone and eating everyone. They would eat their body parts instead.
Yeah, I mean, labeling them as the bad guys isn't. I mean, it is a bad guy thing to do, eating people and babies. But
he implies that he was a bad guy himself in the situation. He does imply,
but it is situational.
Yeah, I get it.
It is situational, which we'll cover when we talk about the film a bit more. But yeah, no, it's jump out. Why is he Irish? There was no other Irish people unless they ate all the Irish stew.
I really wish I could remember. I just got a feeling that they didn't kill the mum. I just got a feeling
they did.
They didn't kill the mum.
It said the mum was killed. So he
killed the mum then. Chris Evans' character killed the mum then.
Yeah, the mum was killed trying to protect the baby.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and then the baby didn't get in because he turned into Edgar.
And
Yeah.
that's when,
that line
Gilliam comes
really
forward and gives his arm.
Yeah, set Miranda and I off. That was like, oof.
It's brilliantly delivered. Really brilliantly delivered, that line.
Totally believable. The guilt when he's talking about it. You know how when we watched that other film where they were going in everyone's dreams, and we said random character had some of the best acting we've ever seen, where he was dreaming of going on the beach. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Whatever it was called. Yeah. He's got no legs, and he's given the memories of someone that's basically running on the beach and meets a woman. And
that moment of acting there, I got that feeling on the Chris Evans monologue at the end of the film. Beautifully done, totally believable. The guilt, the pain was all absolutely believable. Oh my God.
The dog has attacked the microphone.
The dog just took the microphone stand with him. Sorry, everybody. Totally believable. Really well acted.
Oh, here you go. Here's the exact quote. "You know what I hate about myself? I know what people taste like. I know babies taste the best."
Yeah, gross, isn't it?
It's just grim. It's really, really fucking grim. Anyway, explain the film without saying Hunger Games, but on a train.
Okay, so they release some chemical into the atmosphere, which I couldn't quite understand why, but what it does, it basically sends the entire planet into an ice age.
Yeah.
So, because there's a guy that predicts that's going to happen, he builds himself a massive train which can just run forever on a track which goes round the whole of the world.
Well, interestingly, so I thought it was because of the cloud seeding that they do. It's not. He's been building it before that because everyone laughed at Wilford for his train and what he's creating.
But he was predicting that the chemical they were using was going to do what it actually does do.
I
think that's what he says. He predicted it. So in that regard, he wasn't mental and, was practically a normal, good guy, essentially, at the start. So he builds this, what are they called, where, a machine that doesn't stop. What are they called? Because they can't be made because they do eventually all stop.
Yeah.
They got a special name. Anyway, his train is one of those things. So he builds this train called the Snowpiercer, and he's built this track which goes around the entire globe, takes exactly 1 year to go all the way around the whole of its track. And it doesn't really explain how people got on the train.
A perpetual
engine. Yeah, that's essentially what the train is. As long as they keep the engine running, it doesn't need fuel or anything, it kind of generates the energy itself. It will just keep going on forever. And everyone on the train are the only people left on the planet because you cannot survive on the planet. If you're on the planet, out of the train for seconds, you freeze, you die.
Yeah. So basically, he sold tickets to the wealthiest to come, almost a bit like 2012 and all those various disaster films, that the rich people get a chance to buy a hole in a bunker.
Yeah. And then somehow there's a shitloads of people at the back, basically. They're fed protein blocks, and that's it. Every now and again, someone comes to steal the children, and they have rebellions every now and again because they're trying to escape the back of the train. And this is just you're following Chris Evans on his turn to be in charge of the rebellion to try and get to the front of the train because they want to take over the train. And you basically follow his and all of their journey from train car to train car, making their way up. They, along their way, they know they've got to get through the first 4 doors or something to get to the jail bit where they have loads of the people that have been locked up in drawers. Like
solitary confinement.
It's basically just where you put the dead people,
it's a mortuary slab.
And it's this kind of Oriental Chinese guy and his daughter, I'm assuming, who the little girl, the girl.
I think so, yeah.
And he is one of the engineers who built the train, addicted to the weird drug that everyone has on there. And he knows how to open the doors. So they pull him out and they say, every time you open up a door for us, we'll give you 2 of these drugs. Great. And that's what happens all the way through. They make their way through. And then they, get stopped by bad guys along the way. You meet the completely psychopathic, annoyingly acted lady.
She's wonderful.
Yeah. What's her name?
It's Tilda Swinton.
Yeah. Great accent. She's got a great accent.
There's she's an entire bit to discuss on her own, but her accent. A shoe is not a hat.
I know.
It's just got me.
She did it so well. Because you just find her so repulsive, annoying, and just, she just does it so well. Anyway, and they have to get to the front of the train. And that's essentially it. Conspiracies happen, fighting happens. Eventually, Chris Evans is the only one that gets there. Everyone's dead. And it turns out Wilbur actually wants Chris Evans to run the train himself.
That Wilbur or Wilfred?
Wilfred, whatever his name is.
But it always turns out that Ed Wood is a bad guy.
Yeah. But basically, he gets to the end of the train and he basically doesn't do what Wilfred Wilbur Wallace, whatever his name, wants him to do. But also a nice little tidbit, the little drugs that the Chinese guy's been collecting all the way through the train, he didn't want them to be druggy with. He wanted to use them as a plastic explosive to blow up the only door out of the train, which was at the front, so he could escape with his daughter.
Correct.
And what happens? Everyone dies.
Everyone dies except for 2 people at the very end.
Who are not going to be able to repopulate the planet.
And possibly the little boy that's left in the front engine that she didn't know about, who probably, once she starts going for a walk, the machine will just push it out going, where is everyone?
Yeah, everyone dies apart from...
Wilford, by the way.
Chinese man's daughter, sorry. And one of the back carriage's kids who got kidnapped. It turns out that parts of the train were breaking, and the reason they needed to steal the kids from the back, this particular size, because they were measuring them with tape measure, they can fit into the compartments to run the machine where the cogs have broken. So one might be just putting his hand in a tube and turning it a quarter turn, and then pulling gunk out, putting it back in, turning it a quarter turn, putting it out. And they've been brainwashed in some way, because there was another kid, didn't he, who went into the main unit, who was another guy's son who was on the journey trying to get his son. And he wouldn't listen to them when they're like, no, don't go in there. He just opened it up, got himself in it and closed it all off and just went in.
Off he went, yeah.
So they were clearly drugged up. But that's the basics of it.
100%. And as I say, I joke about the whole hunger. Yes, I know there's not the whole killing each other for a game, but it is the whole idea of, as you move through the train, you come into the different sort of districts. So you've got the dirty, unclean people at the back. Then you come into the more kind of industrial area that they're doing a job for the train, so they're being looked after a little bit more. And then you get to the rich people, and then you get to the very front of the train, which are just drugs and alcohol. So it. Did you enjoy it?
Yep, I did.
I've seen it once before. I thought, I'll risk this. I'll put it on. Really enjoyed it. Watched it with Jem. Absolutely loved it again. So many clever bits through it that you don't spot in the first time. And yeah, as I say, the acting, okay, the couple of bits we've chatted about, so things like Edgar's Irish accent and where does it come from when you realise that there's no Irish people on the train. Okay, that's a really minimal thing. It was a decision someone made somewhere down the line that probably shouldn't have been. Doesn't detract from the film. What I really liked is that they didn't try to go into the science of what makes the train work.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they'd done that, you would have started crapping the bed.
Yeah.
Not sure I like the aquarium, but quite a clever idea. But at the same time, seeing the size of the train and the people on there, unless he was using it as an arc, which is basically what she said, well, this isn't for food.
No, it's a metaphor.
Yeah.
It was basically a metaphor for the entire train, as you find out later, because he's not the first rebellion. They're doing the rebellions are being purposely done to cull the expanding population.
That was
which is everything she explains. The lady who's the not nice lady, she explains the entire thing about the aquarium, because they go for the aquarium basically, and then they get offered sushi, and they're only allowed sushi once a year or twice a year. And she goes and explains to why and how
it's a sealed ecosystem,
and it needs to be, they need to keep the balance and all this, and everyone looks after themselves, blah 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 blah, and they have to kind of take a few things out. That is exactly what the train is.
Yeah.
Closed ecosystem.
And
Exactly the same.
so clever, isn't it? But again, you get to the end and you've got Ed Wood, who is always a great bad guy.
He's a great bad guy, I think.
And how he explains, and he's like, me and Gilliam have been doing this for years.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're a closed ecosystem. We've got no disease. We've got no. We have death by age or by rebellion. You guys keep on pumping out babies. What are we meant to do?
Yeah.
And it's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you then think of the really dark side, it's like, okay, if we were living on trains like this, you'd either have to go Logan's Run and go, right, when you get to a certain age, you're just killed, or you have a culling.
I think that maybe this is just me trying to be nice to everybody. I don't see why everyone couldn't have lived in harmony, right? Spread out better across the train. Okay, the really rich people aren't going to get the amazing stuff. They lower their living standards a bit, but that will greatly increase the living standard of the lower people. So everyone's now on a level playing field. You know, one day everyone has to have the cockroach protein things.
The problem is you're assuming that the level of richness the people are that have bought the tickets for that train would be willing to do that.
Well, I just don't think you would have done that in the first place,
Well,
basically. But the way you keep the population right is then you have a strict management of babies.
Yeah.
You manage it properly. You know, like China in real life, one baby per family. You know, you've got you have to apply to have kids. And there's going to be the tough decisions. People are going to get pregnant when they're not allowed to be getting pregnant, and things are going to have to happen.
Well, this is it.
You know,
realistically, if something like this actually happened, you just know that the water system would be full of anti-fertility drugs.
Oh yeah, purposely there, and then they'll give you a pill that counteracts it, and you'd have to apply for it, or they'll say, right, we need to have a mix. We need to make sure we keep the gene pool mixed. You know, you have relationships with whoever you want.
Yeah,
but that's your decision, and if you're not if you're not mixing it enough, then you're never going to get off to have kids because tough. And also, you have to wait. One out, one in. Do you know what I mean?
Can you imagine the day comes? Oh, right. Who have I been paired with? Who have I been paired with? Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. You've been paired with old umbrella arm and one leg.
Yeah, but well, this is what I'm saying. The government of the train, the overseer of the train, wouldn't be telling you who you can and can't be with. You be with who you want to be with, but you do that knowing that you'll have like a score. God, I'm just basically making China here. You'll have a score of whether you're allowed to have kids or not based on your genetic diversity with the person you've chosen to be with.
I also keep saying Ed Wood. It's not Ed Wood, it's Ed Harris.
And also, you wouldn't have a government that could be voted in. You'd need to have someone who's just in charge.
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to have one that votes. You're just going to have to know. Or it's in cycles. I think they do it in Fallout in the vaults. You kind of don't vote for the overseer. The overseer is just assigned.
Yes.
So the person who's in charge of the train, you're in charge of the train for 2 years. And then your turn's over. Next person gets assigned. Random, or you put your name in or whatever. But you can't change rules. You enforce the rules that have already been governed.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in a closed ecosystem. You could do it. Things could happen. But, I'm just thinking, were I Wilbur making my fucking train, I just think it could be done better. But that's not good sci-fi, is it? Me making this beautiful utopia on the train. I find the most unbelievable thing I find about the whole thing is how the train wasn't derailed sooner.
Well, that's true.
Because
17 years it's been
an
going.
entire year of you not going on a particular piece of the track. In particular, that bridge they fucking go over.
Yeah.
No chance would there not be more stuff on it. That Snowpiercer train, I understand it's going super fast. It's built to go through snow. Get it. But it finally kind of get derailed by, an explosion, one, but also a landslide or a snowslide, whatever. That would be happening all the time.
Well, the idea is it wouldn't be. They basically, because it's got to an ice age and
I
it's so
suppose it's
cold,
so cold it's not.
that's it. It just that is the landscape. But they start seeing these landslides on the track because the weather is changing. I don't know. The bit for me that if you dig too deep, just like any of these science fiction films, you always find the problem.
Yeah.
Who's maintaining the train tracks?
Well,
Every other fucking week, the St Albans to London train is on bloody rail maintenance.
Leaves on the track.
Because another track needs cutting out and replacing. Who's doing that?
Yeah.
And this is running around the entire world, is it?
Yeah, suspend our disbelief.
So you've got to suspend your belief on that one. Absolutely. It's either way, it was I thought it was very enjoyable. I felt claustrophobic with how it had been filmed. I thought it was filmed very well.
Yeah, very close up.
Very close up. And the fact that it felt like you were actually being filmed in that train carriage. I don't know how they did it if they had just the carriage and one side was out completely. Either way, it looked really well done. And you could kind of believe it. I think one of my favourite scenes, and I think it probably, if I Googled it, it'd probably be one of the top scenes listed anyway, is the massacre. When they get to this central part of the train.
Yes.
And they realise that they've just got all of these heavies waiting there in various bits of weird uniform, all with axes.
Yeah.
And they start their fight, and then they get to the tunnel.
Yeah.
And it's pitch black, and they turn on their night vision. And you just see people are killing each other by mistake in the background.
Yeah.
And you've got all this stuff going on. But then that wonderful, really surreal moment where it's, we're at the Yakatutsi Bridge, and just everyone stops.
And they just watch.
And then it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year, and everyone's doing it. It's like,
well, none of the people at the back are doing it.
No.
Only all the mental people who are in the good bits are doing it.
But no one's attacking them.
No, because they're in disbelief, I think.
I don't know. I think you'd take any opportunity if you've just been massacred to just go for it. But it seems that everyone stops for the new year. And then obviously we get the landslides and it all starts going a bit Pete Tong for them. But that is one of the most intense scenes in the film, I think, because you genuinely feel, oh my God, what's going on?
My favourite scene is the classroom.
Oh, the classroom. Would you like an egg?
Yeah, that was so fucking weird. It comes out with this huge, like, wheelbarrow full of eggs. I didn't see a single chicken on the train, by the way.
Yeah, no. Where's the farmyard supplying the steak, the pork, the chicken?
Well, you do. Yeah, you don't see the farmyard, but you do see all of the
meat
massacred
hanging.
animals.
Yeah.
So the classroom, loads of little arsehole kids. The teacher from Picard.
She was from
recognise her?
Picard, yes.
Yeah, so,
Alison Pill.
Yeah, she plays the Borg lady in Picard. And they're all like proper brainwashed in basically saying that Wilfred Wallace is essentially a god.
Yeah.
Essentially a god. And then
they're discussing it exactly as a cult.
Yeah.
The engine shan't stop, or the engine will go on.
Yeah, they all do a little chants and everything, don't they?
And the song.
And then they're like talking about miracles or something at one point. And the whole thing is the back guys don't think anyone has any bullets.
Yes, they work that out at the beginning, don't they?
Yeah,
they
don't have any bullets.
What they said, put those useless guns down.
Yeah.
And it's not useless because of who it's against. It's useless because they've got no bullets in there.
Well, it turns out some people do have bullets. And
including the psychopathic teacher.
The teacher, the Eggman, and the psychopathic suit man.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Have got machine guns with bullets and go on a massacre and kill most of the people.
74%, is it? Or 72%?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Basically, they need to kill 74% of the back of the train.
Yeah.
To keep the ecosystem going, basically.
Yeah. So, and that happens, and it's great. Everyone goes insane. And that's basically the start of the downfall of the guys at the back of the train. From then on, people just die in every single. We hear when everyone.
School scene. One of the funniest things that made me nearly burst out laughing loud. You got Tanya, aka female Forrest Whitaker, based on the makeup. She's wonderful, by the way. That actress was in
Help. Help.
Yeah, a film called Hidden Figures as well, which was about
Okay.
the black woman
She
that
won an
did
Oscar, didn't she?
the Apollo missions.
I think she's won an Oscar.
I'm sure she has. She's absolutely phenomenal. She gets the egg, and the really smarmy girl, she just cracks it on her head to split the shell.
I did laugh. I went to her, I was like, did you see that? Just crack that head on that little shitty girl's head.
It's just one size crack.
It makes you
Peel,
wonder
peel,
if it was
peel.
on purpose, like if it was scripted or she just did it.
I really hope
Because
she
the
just did.
reaction from the little girl was shock.
Yeah. It was, genuinely, that was wonderful, wonderful
Yeah.
bit to that. But the school bit's quite surreal. And then, they go past the 7, don't they? Which were the 7 people that escaped the train once upon a time. And they're all frozen to death.
That was a good scene. I enjoyed that.
That's a very good one because they use it as a lesson to understand why you must stay on the train. Did you, when he was sticking around the idea of escaping the train, when he looks out the train window down at the snow shelf that you later find out has a plane on it,
Yeah.
I picked up the first time I watched it and saw it. That's a plane down there.
Nah, didn't notice.
Fair enough.
I didn't until they showed it the second time and you could see the wing and stuff.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what I
but
noticed.
they spend more time on it. at
Yeah,
that
I did
point.
notice. No.
Okay, well, so there's two people to talk about that. Actually, no, there's so much actually. And it's one of those films that the more you start talking about it, the more you start thinking about it, the more you realize actually there was so much to it. Really lovely bit. So when Mr. Psychopathic Man is trying to shoot Chris Pine through the train going around a corner, he starts shooting through the windows.
Yeah.
And one of the guards that are with him
Yep.
starts panicking.
Yes.
And he starts putting putty in
He
the
does.
holes of the glass. It's like,
Yep.
well, yeah, because it's meant to be the sealed eco. That's really lovely to see that they even went to that depth.
What I found slightly ridiculous about it is because of the way the
That he's-
trains are laid out, you have to walk through the swimming pool and the sauna to get from the restaurant to the sleeping quarters.
Yeah.
It was little bits like that. I was like, when you actually lay this out, it's a bit difficult to have this on a train.
Did you notice that the swimming pool carriage was reused about 5 minutes later as the one of the
you
chill
know
out
what?
lounges?
I didn't until you're saying it now.
It's
With the little because it was like a kind of
3
wavy,
little kind
yeah.
of ponds on it.
Yeah. I didn't even realize there were kids in there till near the end of the scene. There were people in the water. Didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
It was weird as well because they were, when they're shooting through, you could really see how thick the glass was, and then they both have one more shot, and they're aiming their guns through the hole they both made on their own windows, and they both got it on target. But it's like, well, we're just kind of making a point to each other that we could get you if I wanted to.
I think the difficulty that I find there is the distance involved that they're shooting at each other with. And he's literally using a red dot sight. It's
I said
not a
that.
magnified
Yep,
sight.
I said that.
If there is magnification on that, that's going to be a 2x, maybe 4x if you're lucky.
Well,
That distance, that is not going to be enough to go, right, that's definitely that person in that carriage.
yeah.
You would have to have a proper rifle
Yeah.
scope.
As soon as he pulled that up, I said to Miranda, that's a red dot. It's not a scope. Well, fucking Chris Evans had iron sights.
Yeah.
And
And when was the last time Chris Evans ever fired he's been on the train 17 years. Was he proficient in gun use prior to that?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if he wasn't, he's a bloody cracking.
Yeah. There's an implication of how far away those two train carriages are because they're going round a big circle around some kind of village. But in reality, he's like 2 carriages behind him because he almost instantly is on his case.
on his case, yeah.
And I kind of was like, you fucked up a bit there.
Yeah, I was a little bit lost on that one. The other bit actually worth bringing up as well is that Yona, the daughter, they very rapidly forget that she seems to have some sort of second sight.
Yeah, she can see what's the other side of the door.
She does it twice and then it's kind of forgotten about.
And they never talk about it again, yeah.
So it's kind of almost a bit like...
She's like a precog.
Did they just... Yeah, where... Did they, just without the milky water, did they just choose to kind of give up on that story? I'd be interested, because this was all based on a French graphic novel. So I'd be intrigued to see what the graphic novel did different to this.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And I'd be intrigued to see what the TV series does. It's on 3 seasons on Netflix now. It's an 18.
Is there? What, they're still making it?
TV series, 3 series long. I don't know if it's still being made, but it's all on Netflix.
Interesting.
Might be worth a watch. I might watch a couple of episodes and I'll see you next time. But very quickly then, Tilda Swinton, her character. So there's this kind of voice of Wilford is Claude, this nasty woman that goes and picks up the children.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've kind of got this secondary who is kind of bossed about by everyone and has to go down to the lower decks, as it were, to manage them, who's played by Tilda Swinton.
No, she's the mouth. The other one's the hand, if I was going to say.
Yeah, okay, that's it. And, oh, wow. What?
She's very easy to dislike, very easy to hate.
She's such a good actress. I mean, I loved her. She's actually what sold the first, Doctor, whatever his name is in Marvel.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. She's the one that sold me the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, she's the bald-headed one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because she was brilliant. And the more I've seen her, and in this, she just put this most dislikable character and she nails it.
Mm.
And everything through it, her way of how she's so odd and weird in it. The whole speech at the beginning when they're freezing off the bloke's arm.
Yep.
A shoe is not that is the entire speech she gives there. You just feel awful for enjoying listening to her saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And then throughout it, and we couldn't work out why, but I think in my head I've worked it out now. You can trust me. And she takes her teeth out, doesn't she?
Yep.
And Mitch is, what the fuck is she taking her teeth out
Yeah,
for? She goes, no. And I guess the only thing that comes to mind now is she kind of using the symbolism of, I won't bite you.
Yeah, maybe. Don't know. She was just fucked up all the way through, really.
Yeah, absolutely. But just a tremendous creation with a tremendous actress. I couldn't picture anyone else that I know or I like doing that role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, powerful. But okay, the ending.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest bit of the film I don't like.
I think it was bittersweet. I didn't like that everyone died, but I didn't really also have an issue with everyone being dead.
I think the idea is they show that rather than the carriages plummeting to their death, we see them sliding down the hill. Yeah. So I think the idea is that they're meant to probably survive because they're in these super strong train carriages that have survived rockfalls, snowfalls, and whatever else. So we're going to a little bit of suspension of disbelief. We're going to say that maybe they've survived.
There's probably survivors, yeah.
Doing it in the middle of a fucking mountain range rather than in a city. Okay, I know that nothing's alive, yeah? But at least if you're in a city, those buildings, those structures still exist. You've got places that potentially you could start to
But they didn't
repopulate.
Choose that.
No, I know they didn't choose it, but that's the point. So they've blown the train there, and it's like, okay, you're the last 2 people alive potentially. You're going to be dead in minutes.
Well, yeah, because
there's a polar bear.
There's a polar bear there that looks a little bit skinny
and
has seen them, and they had no weapons.
And polar bears are known to be violent and eat humans.
They're one of only 5 animals on the planet that actually hunt people.
Yeah,
for food.
They're an incredibly scary animal for humans. And that's how it ends. It's just like they start walking towards the polar bear.
Yeah.
Which also, by the way, the beginning of the film said everything was extinct. Nothing survived.
Yeah.
So where did that come from?
Survived. Clearly, TJ, it survived.
It's just, yeah. It just doesn't make sense. If Mr. I Know the Doors had been planning to do this all along, you would have said, we need to do it by this point or by this point.
Yeah, but
you wouldn't be saying, Ryan, we're in the middle of the mountains for the best chance of survival.
Yeah, I mean, in his defense, he didn't initiate any of this. He was locked up.
But he'd been planning it.
He'd been planning on it, but he couldn't act upon it. He was locked up in his little cage.
No, I know. It's just the ending is disappointing. It doesn't it leaves you with more questions than it answers. And it does leave you with the pretty much, you know what? Yeah, everyone is just dead at this point now. You have just basically successfully killed everyone.
Yeah, that's essentially what's happening.
Including the little boy who's in the front of the train that the girl didn't know about. She knew about Timmy because she'd seen Timmy.
Yeah.
She didn't know about the little boy that climbed into the tube.
Yeah.
Who's probably, as I say, she walks off. That's probably going to go, beep, beep, beep. End of your shift, get out you go. Where is everyone?
Yeah, where's everyone? And I'm also naked.
Yeah, I'm naked and now it's really cold. What's going on?
Yeah, so all in all, I actually would say I really did enjoy it. And I think it's a recommendation from me.
Oh, I really, really like it. And I do wonder if we need to start doing something like a rating out of 2 out of 12 or something.
I just think we just say whether we recommend it or not. I think that's enough
fair enough.
for this.
I would recommend it. If you like your dystopian sort of sci-fi films, your end of the world sort of tragedy, this is absolutely brilliant.
Good story.
It beats a lot of the ones out there already.
Yeah, well acted as well.
Yeah, well acted, well designed. Yeah, that's just a good film.
Good stuff.
Transfer complete.
Untitled Roulette. Spin that wheel.
Yeah, we've got 89 films left on there. I've deleted a couple recently of ones that we've already done. So let's see what we end up with.
Good.
And we've got an old film.
Good. We like this.
Well, 1957.
Okay, cool.
The Incredible Shrinking Man.
Oh, okay. I'm going to write that down. The
Incredible Shrinking Man, 1957.
Shrinking. Now, will it have as good miniature stuff as the Bride of Frankenstein, which we now know is like the best mini people thing ever? I wonder if, assuming somebody shrinks in this, if same that is it even possible to even watch it anywhere?
Well, that's what I was just wondering. So
that could be an issue, couldn't it?
It could well be. Let's get Just Watch going. Incredible Shrinking Man. Let's turn the sound off my phone. You don't need to hear that. 1957. Yeah, it's on.
It's on Channel 4.
On 4, yeah, allegedly.
I'm just going to click watch here.
That's what I'm just doing here.
Yes.
And yeah, it is on there.
Fantastic.
So it's 77 minutes.
23 days left, so we better get in there.
And interesting, the screenshot shows pretty good green screening.
Well, we've got 23 days, so that's plenty of time. It's 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks.
Yep.
So we should be able to get that before it disappears.
Right. I'm loving the Channel 4. I don't know where they've got this blurb from. Classic sci-fi. A normal-sized fella gets a lot smaller when he inhales weird mist. That's got to be AI.
It's either AI or it's some fucking 15-year-old social media guy writing it. Okay, well, yeah, The Incredible Shrinking Man, 1957. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Command functions are offline.
And that's it. Another one bites the dust. So if we're counting episodes based on the old Trek show 2, we missed a trick because last episode was 69.
Oh.
So this was
69, dude.
Yeah, this is technically episode 70 of us doing a sci-fi show together, whether it's the Untitled Sci-Fi Show or Trek.
Look at that. 70 of these shows.
Yeah, how have we managed that?
God knows. I love it anyway.
Yeah. I think we like the messy podcast. So, who are we? We are Tom and Rob from the Channel 84. We are Studio Channel 84. We are a network of indie podcasts. Other podcasts on our network include and aren't limited to Lightly Used with Karen and Adam, Who Takes the Socks Off with Simon and Ross, and we've got the new boys on the block, Pocket Knockers with John and Mike, also known as Odd Trots, and Tiresome TV, both Twitch boys, and Leighton, which is Leighton J on YouTube.
Ah, well done.
Yes, it's at Leighton J on YouTube, doing all of his Knoll House Party stuff and other stuff more to come, so we're told. That's it. That's all of us. Find us on channel84.co.uk. Email us podcasts@channel84.co.uk. That will go to both of us, remember?
It will.
Or individually, TJ or Rob at channel84.co.uk. Send your answers to me directly, please. Or you can send to podcast. It doesn't really matter for Guess the Intro. If you would like to be in the Winners Lounge, go over to Tom and Rob in the Studio on YouTube and find all of our lovely videos and streams, also on Twitch, Tom and Rob in the Studio. You're mainly on Twitch. I'm doing YouTube. Everything does end up as a VOD on YouTube anyway, so no one's missing out. The main thing happening on there at the moment is the Total War Warhammer 3 series.
Well, I think what we'll do,
doing, but there's more stuff's going to be on there.
Once you've done your series of that, I'll start recording one as well, and then mine will then be the next series, and I'm going to do the original Grand Theft Auto.
Why don't you just put them on at the same time? Just
do them at the same time,
yeah.
or okay.
Just pick different days. We'll agree together. Oh, look, we're talking about podcast stuff for everyone to hear. We'll just choose days.
Yeah.
Your one comes out of mine, so we don't do it on the same day. I'm choosing 7 p.m. I do a premiere at 7 p.m. So people, if they want, can join and watch. I might change the time if people come back to me and say, "Oh no, why don't you make it 9?" You know. And then people can watch along and comment, and you get like a live commentary.
Yeah, you do.
You know, if I'm on, I can.
It's
be there
basically
as
like
well.
you're live, but you're actually able to sit back and enjoy just the chat.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then after that point, you can just watch it.
Yes.
But, yeah.
And definitely go and watch that. We've put a video up. We recorded it last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So back in Terminator 2, which is what this is feeling like, that park scene at the moment.
Yeah, it's quite dark in here.
We recorded us playing 2 board games, a little Tommy Spingers game, and then a game from GT Action that I can't remember the name of. That's all live on there now. That was really fun to record. Go and watch that because we had a lot of fun playing that, and it's quite a good little watch, I think. So yeah.
That's it. Thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you very much, darling.
And we'll see you on the next one.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. This station is now shutting down and will be back in 2 weeks. May the Force live long and prosper inside of you. This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.